Good morning, Legacy 10 group, Dream Team. How are you guys? I hope this was a good week for you. This has been a good week for me. I'm just learning tons. I need to clean my glasses. I am falling in love with the process of becoming my best self and the process of becoming my an awesome business person who's mastering skills left and right, as you guys are also. So there are a few things I want to share with you today. I want to just give you an update on my Facebook account. And I'm thankful to see the change, the growth. And so I'm learning a lot about how you tweak stuff as you go so you can increase your numbers as you go. So that is the basics in terms of learning of what I want to share with you with that. And there are a couple of things that Nigel shared that I want to be sure you knew. So, and then just I want you guys to talk to me today and give me a sense of what you're doing, and we'll have you jump in there first, Tamara, since we know that you have you're on your way to work. So let me wait a minute, make sure that I have open the thing I want you guys to see. Put it first. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that is so good. I opened it to make sure that when I got here, it would be right here. So I wouldn't have to search for it. And now I'm searching for it. Dang it. Oh, right here. Why is it not opening? My computer, I think what's happening with my computer is that I save all of my Zooms. I was just kind of in prayer saying, well, what's up with my computer? And I think what's happened is that I save all of my Zooms on my computer. And I think I'm running out as much space as I have on my computer. Videos take up a lot of space. So I am needing to take, let me share my screen. Why I am needing to take the things that I now have on my computer and put it on a hard drive. You know what I'm saying? Clear out my computer. I want to save my Zooms, but I want to save it in a way on my own stuff. That I appreciated Rowena giving me that suggestion. She said, don't count on YouTube as being the only place you save your videos. She
So
said,
you're gonna put them on like a zip drive or something?
like a zip drive, yeah.
Okay.
So that even though I know that they're on, I know, Vix teaches us, right, not to be dependent on any one platform. So what I want to do is to just take them all and put it on a zip drive, knowing that they're on YouTube, and I appreciate that. But I want to have my own copy, so I need to do that because that's part of the reason why my computer is slowed. Holy Spirit told me that. I'm so appreciative. So here are my present results, guys. And this account is still active. And I paid less because I'm paying only about $50, where this one I paid twice as much. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
But all I did was change. Remember I shared with you the wording? All I did was added the word legacy creation and put a little thing in my description that said wildly effective affiliate marketing. I kept the word affiliate marketing in it. But we're paying less money. Are you seeing that I am reaching close to what I paid $100 for?
Yeah.
And so that little bit of tweak, and link clicks is the same thing as landing page clicks here. So I've got more people who have looked at my landing page.
Wow.
And so I was just pleased to see those results. And there's something else I want you to see. Will that pull that up here? Move you guys down. This only shows the one ad. One of the things that's important is to is how much money you spend. And so I'll just share this while we're here. So I'm getting a few more 45 to 55, this age group. You know what I'm saying? I changed that wording attracted more of this age, because I do want 45, that the people in that age group. I still get the majority of people in it's 65 and older. Isn't that amazing?
No, it's not amazing. It's the numbers. Those people in that age are wiser and have more disposable income. That's and they're true. Looking for something to supplement their Social Security or their retirement. So I'm not surprised at all.
Okay, I am, you know, and but I'm thankful because, you know, this is, you know, so I'm attracting people within my own, you know, demographics. You know, I did want a few more 45, so I'm glad that I'm starting to reach down to that. And my so that was good to see. And my location, he said, you know, I'm impressed. He said initially that I'm impressed that you're really, it's not usual that an ad will, do I just go back an ad? Oh God, pushed the wrong dang button. He said it is not usual, it's unusual to have your reach. Oh, here we go. Meeting every state. He said I was coming prepared to tell you to maybe not include some states, but he says, but even the smaller states, even though Maine is fewer numbers, he said I would still keep it as is.
That's amazing. Now that's amazing.
Isn't that amazing? And he says in California, so, and for me, it's interesting to see where my top people are coming from. You know, so my top folks, California is big. Texas, Florida, Michigan's up there. You know, so I look at the top 10. If there was some point where I wanted to really fine tune, I could say top 10 states, but I'm not going to do that. You know, I like having, you know, so he was impressed with these results. So I am still wanting to get more sales. I haven't gotten sales yet. And so that is when I talk with him, that is what I'm wanting to talk to him about, is what is your view of things I need to do to get more sales. So okay. This was the only thing I changed. Okay. No, this is the old one.
So do we know of anybody in our tribe who is tracking with sales?
I saw that there were some people that, well, this is the old ad. You went to showing me the old ad because I have more landing views. I don't know what I did here, but I saw that there were some people that are starting to click their results, you know, post their results. And so it looks like a lot of us are getting, this is the completed one. I wanted to see the other one. See, this is the completed one. Let me go back. And so I've seen that a lot of people are adding to the email list, and that's good. And I see that. I'm not sure that I'm seeing people who are, I just want you to see the little bitty changes that I made. And this is my old ad. So, but anyway, I was just pleased with that. So what I'm going to do is change this. And because of your responses last time, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show that ad that I showed y'all last time, but I'm going to do a quick 1 minute video. You know what I'm saying? They're going to see all that. And then I'm going to do a 1 minute video to just introduce the, like a pre-framer to the landing page. And I'm going to test this one, not this one, because this is the, I don't know why this was showing up instead of the one I wanted, but I'm going to test this and see the results. So this will be my first time doing a test. So I'm okay I'm okay with the fact that I'm not learning, how to say, I'm not earning income yet. I believe I will, because I'm learning how to use the system. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning how to use the thing. And so this will be my first time doing a Facebook test of 2 different ads to see which ad gets the better results.
Okay.
So that I'm excited, and I'm only going to spend $50 on that. You know what I'm saying? $25, $50. I'm not going to do a whole lot. And so, and this is my webinar fuel results. I wanted to go here so you can see my webinar fuel results. Let me refresh it. And this is today. Let me go, I have to change this too. This month. So this is this month. So 185. I have more. My webinar fuel numbers, when I do the whole campaign, is higher. I'll show that to you. But so far, 185 unique visitors, 15 who registered, who actually signed up for the webinar, and 5 who attended. So these are the numbers you want to really look at, because I'm wanting to make sure that I get, that's my question, and I think that was the question someone asked on our Facebook page, is what do we do to get more people? Is this my home page? What do we do to get more people to actually attend the webinar? So that is part of why I was wanting to see, it's got to be there. Is it here that you can do the full year? Oh, here's the one. Here's the one. This year. This is the one. So I've had 769 people who've seen this so far. 90. So I have a total of 90 people who registered. I have 90 people that I have email addresses to. And out of the 90, 12 people went to even saw, so 13% of the 90 actually watched the video. So that is when you're looking at what do I need to do to tweak it, it's not the video, they're not even watching it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what do I need to do in my pre-ad that will get more people to not just give me their email, but also to actually watch the videos?
If there was something that we could give free for attending and watching to the end.
I think that is good. And that is the reason why Vic is doing what he's doing, Donna. You're here, you've nailed it. That is the reason why he's offering a free gift that we're going to be able to wrap it. We're going to be able to, that's what he's doing for the promo partners, is that he's giving something that we can offer at the front end as a free gift that would motivate them. Or in my pre-frame, I might want to mention the free gift at the front end. So, so that is kind of my thinking of what do I need to do. So the lesson in this, guys, is that before you do like I used to do, spend thousands of dollars in marketing, you want to know that you have something that works first. And so you want to continue to tweak your numbers until you get the results you want. So that's kind of what I'm doing. And I think the free gift is good. And I might, now that you've mentioned that, Donna, when I do my 1 minute of video promo, I might include something there in that 1 minute, that what you're going to get through this webinar, I might say that on the front end, and see if that will be what helps to get more people to actually watch the video. Because once they watch the video, it sounds like once they watch it, then that's where the sales come, because people get impressed by what they're learning. So want to give you guys that update. And I'm looking forward to us sharing our numbers. You know what I'm saying? As you guys begin to do marketing, that you share your numbers. here was something else. Sonia, is Sonia on with us? She's with us,
Yes.
right? So this is what I learned. Can you see this?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yes.
So Campaign Builder, Nigel walks us through how to do this. But this Campaign Builder, without going through, and this is Google Analytics Campaign URL Builders. But go through my Niall's training in terms of how to use this, because this is how I will now be able to keep track of traffic that comes in through Facebook, traffic that comes through. So this is Facebook, cost per click, and AMA. And when I click it, it gives me a link. And this will be the link that I will give people. This will be the link that I would promote with, if that makes sense. And what this does is after, and I'm going to try it with this new ad that I'll do with Facebook. So this is going to allow me to keep track of my Facebook traffic. This will be, Sonia, how I keep track of my YouTube traffic. And I will be able to do something like this, Sonia. YouTube, SR.
Okay.
And that will be able to let me know when we're doing YouTubes with what we're going to work on together.
Gotcha. Okay.
So this will be how we'll be able to keep Nigel.
Okay.
I so appreciate that, brother.
Okay.
He is so knowledgeable. Aren't we going to look for it when people are going to say, I am so appreciative of Donna. She is so knowledgeable, you know, because we're learning, you know?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
this is how we'll be able to keep track. So I was so thankful for this. I wish I had done this for you for my solo ads, because then I could pull the solo ads people out of my results and really be able to see how things are going forward. So my influencers, you know, bloggers that Renee is doing, this is going to be the page that we use that will help us. And Google is a beast, you know. I'm amazed at what you can do through Google, because doing this will show up on my webinar Fuel. Isn't that amazing? Where through Webinar Fuel, I'll still be able to keep track of everything. So wanted to be sure that you guys saw that. And this is the, I don't know if I have it up, but this was the training that Nigel did right here on Facebook. He did that July 13th, 2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
So watch this. This was
So that's in our Facebook group?
That's in our Facebook group. He did not yet put this, and I'm hoping that he puts this in our university, East State University, but he didn't do one this week. And so he said, I didn't do one in a East State University, but a lot of people are asking me about how to keep track of traffic. And so let me show you how to do this. We definitely don't need ClickMagick now. You know what I'm saying? And ClickFunnels. This is how we're going to keep track of stuff. So, yep. So that's July 13th. And you know what I do is I take this URL. Remember I told you that when I have something that I want to keep, so then I copy this URL. And in my Outlook, this is how I keep it. In my Microsoft Outlook, I have a page with just 4%. I've got a page. You guys understand Microsoft Outlook, right? And so I have a page for just eStage, and I have a page, you know, for just that. I don't use Microsoft Outlook for emails. I just use it as my contacts, way of keeping up with my contacts. And I have a section where I keep training like this so that I can keep it. So if someone says, where is that training that Nigel did? Or where is that training on da-da-da-da? I have it labeled, you know, in my Outlook. I'd recommend you do that, because this video we would want to keep.
So is that something you could put on a zip drive as well?
Yeah, you can store it however you choose to store it. You can do a Microsoft Word document and just have a or a Excel, you know, where you just you label. You know, here are all of my videos on this topic. Here are my videos on this topic. You can figure out how to organize it down in a way that makes sense to you. Microsoft Outlook, that just makes sense for me. And I'm sure that, you know, there's some young people that will come up with a much better, effective way. So this was very helpful with Nigel. And what was the other thing? Oh, the other thing that he taught that, and I didn't know to do this, so I want to share this with you. These were the 3 things I wanted to share with you, was that this is, again, webinar fuel. What I didn't know is that there were 2 steps that you need to go through to integrate your emails. I only knew one. And then when I watched him, I said, Nigel, I don't always do his live. You know what I'm saying? But I always watch his stuff because he's so knowledgeable. And so it was settings. So remember that when you wanted to, this is messages, settings, not settings. Was it the home page? Was it the home page? Remember where I shared with you guys how to integrate your emails? Oh, I know where it is. I know where it is. Here. This is homepage. Where am I? Is this homepage? No, this is webinars. Homepage. Integrations. So I'm in webinar, under webinars, I'm under integrations. This was the second step. The first one, am I confusing you guys? Tell me if you understand what I'm saying. Is that what we did last time was that we integrated the whole global webinar fuel to your autoresponder. Remember we did that last time? Yes, tell me if you remember. If not, then I'll find it again. I need to hear you guys. Yes.
I'm not sure. I'm not tracking what it is you're trying to tell us.
Okay. Neither am I.
Are you? Okay. Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna confuse you. 90 people registered on 90 emails. Where is that? I thought it was under settings. It's not under settings. Let me come out of here. Huh? Did I just see it? Ah, dang it. So we lost Tamara. She said, I can't be on here while you're figuring this out. Okay, what I did last time, I'll show you this one step, was I wanted to be sure that your personal emails were connected to Webinar Fuel. That is, and what I did was I showed you how to integrate it. So anyway, this is step 2. Probably not helpful, because if you don't remember step 1, then you won't remember step 2. But this tells you that my get response is already integrated with Webinar Fuel. But when you click on this, I wanted to be able to make sure that when a person signs on to my Webinar Fuel, that when it goes to my get response is going to the right place. So in other words, this is a new lead, and I want to add this new lead to my I can choose an action, and I'm adding it to my list. I have a list that's called AMA Prospect. This is a list, you know how you, on your email, you have a list. You have, when you do your autoresponder, you have a list in your autoresponder.
Yeah.
So I created one that says AMA Prospects. So for me, and I label it new lead. All of this you add. I just added new lead. So when a person, my 90, anybody that signs up now after this, when they could go on Webinar Fuel as a new lead, it will automatically now show up in my auto responder. That's why I'm doing this. So that not only do I have these emails in Webinar Fuel, I wanted them to now show up on my auto responder.
Automatically.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's the reason for this step. And then you save it. I will do another one that says, see this drop down list? I will add another one, purchase product. So when they purchase my product, I'll add them to a list. What I need to do is add a list, because I don't have one, that says AMA purchase. And then I'll put here purchased.
So you need to put the purchase list in your autoresponder?
Yes. Because then, and what this does, guys, is that there is a different email that I will send out to people who are already purchased AMA. You know, I might talk to them. I will probably, you know, you're already a member now. You're already purchased AMA. So I will send them emails specifically for them. Here's a tip in terms of how to do here's an idea for da-da-da-da. Here is, you know, I'm going to talk to them differently. Here's some first steps that you might want to take. Let me make sure you understand all the things you have available. You know what I'm saying? I'm communicating them differently. But if they're a new lead and they have signed up but haven't done the webinar, after Webinar Fuel has done their follow-up, so I'm not contacting them right away because I'm wanting to wait till Webinar Fuel has done all of their follow-ups. But then after they've done that, like in a couple of weeks, I'll start talking to them and providing value to them that would motivate them to want to watch the webinar. See what I'm saying? So in my head, I'm saying, all right, you guys haven't watched the webinar yet. Let me share with you some value that will, I'm not trying to sell them. I just want them to watch the webinar. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm going to look at the advantage of my listening to Vic's webinar for those 2 hours is he's got some awesome nuggets. So I'm going to be able to pull out, this is what you're going to gain. You know, this webinar teaches you da 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 da. And so I'm going to be able to drip on them value that might motivate them to sign up for and watch the webinar at least, and or may talk to them about some other stuff because we know 7K is coming. You know,
Right.
There's some other stuff that's coming. You know, at some point it gives me an opportunity to talk to them and share with them stuff that will motivate them to want to become a raving fan. So I will email them differently than I will people who've already purchased a product. So that's the advantage of having your emails segmented.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Sonia, that makes sense? So, so that's the reason why. So in one of my previous ones, I'm sorry, I don't know why I can't put my hands on it. And I don't want to keep looking for it. But there is a first step that would integrate and Nigel talks us out how to do that. I did too in one of our previous videos, emails. So if the Holy Spirit, if the Holy Spirit, reminds me of where it is, where I'm not searching for it. My hope is to show you the first step. This is the second step that you did. And I had hoped that you guys had already done that first step. But
I done so many steps. I can't remember everything that I've
ain't that
done.
the truth though? Ain't that the
Amen,
truth?
Donna.
Ain't that
Lord
the
have
truth?
mercy.
Ain't that the truth?
So like, I'm like, okay. I went to Chicky Boom either yesterday or the day before yesterday and pushed on it and nothing happens. And I thought,
There was a and Vic put that on the I think I'm done here. I'm gonna stop share. Let me stop share. He did a Facebook post that there was some challenge with eStage
oh, okay.
that lasted about 45 minutes, but there was some challenge with eStage, and so nothing was working for about
Oh,
45
okay.
minutes. And then he put
right.
a link back on Facebook and said it's working. Everything is now running as it should.
Okay. I've started watching the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So today I'll be watching the third part of part 1. And I'm
Okay.
assuming that the others will unlock as I go through the training and check off completed.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but that's what I'm doing right now, is going through that.
Yeah, and I'm okay with because some people, you know, I am okay, and I think I'm going to schedule my courses the same. That once you finish it, the second one doesn't open up right away. Because
Oh,
you know
that's good.
that is good, because you know what happened? The second one where he's working on eStage, there'll be people that will just check boxes and not do the work, even though he's encouraging us not to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so if you do that, check the boxes, you might as well do the work, because the next one's not going to open up until, you know, so many hours.
Right, right.
I think it motivates people to say, well, you know, I need to go back through this and actually do what I need to do to set up my website.
So far what he's teaching is review, and I'm getting it double because I'm also going through Bob Proctor's week training, this week, and I'm literally listening to the same thing from both people when they talk about the conscious and the subconscious emotional minds.
Yep. And for me, it was good. I said, Lord, review, because I hadn't listened to that in a minute. And so it was good. I hadn't listened to the greatest secrets, you know, and I said, see, you should be doing this on a regular day.
On a regular basis. You know, literally, Donna, is almost as important as being in the Word. And getting it in your spirit, getting it in your subconscious, so that when something, a challenge comes up, this greater knowing and affirmation or affirming comes up and say, no, this is
yeah, it's an automatic response.
It's
an unconscious automatic response.
Yes.
And that's where we want to go, is to have that unconscious automatic response. So I enjoyed going back through it again. You know, and repetition is valuable.
Yes, it is.
I had gotten out of reading a book every 30 minutes, reading a book every day. And so what that does is it helps me, you let this slip. Pick this back up. You know, you've let this slip. When is the last time you've listened to this video? You know, and so it causes me to pick up things that I've let slip. And make it what Thomas calls non-negotiable. You know, some things that I do every day, non-negotiable. I don't go through a day if I don't do these things, like reading the Word, you know, listening to reading a book for 30 minutes a day. You know, I got to make some things non-negotiable.
Yeah.
And so that's what that listening to this did for me, again, was put some things back in place that I had let slip. So I enjoyed going through it again. Okay, so those are the 3 things that I wanted to let you know. What do you guys, did you gonna say something, Sonia?
No, I'm good. I'm just listening.
Okay, so I don't know. So what I'm working on again is I'm going to read tomorrow. The goal is to put this new ad on Facebook. so I can compare results. And I'm only gonna spend $50, 7 days. But now that I know how to do, keep track of Google, I am going to work. I was going to work on keywords, got distracted because other stuff just takes me some time to learn it, but I want to narrow down my keywords so that I can begin to look at Google, because I want to run Google, Facebook. And I also want to do an influencer. So my goal is eventually, so I take money every aside. I don't know what you guys are doing, but but until I have, until my account is earning money for me, which I believe is going to happen shortly, I put money aside on a weekly basis so that I have money to market with. And I was encouraging someone in our group. I said, if I were you, I'd put a certain percentage away, on a regular. I mean, if you do VIX financial plan, you would be doing that naturally. You know what I'm saying? And not everybody, unfortunately, is doing his financial plan. But I think people are saying, when the money comes, I'll do the financial plan.
Right.
Which makes sense. So, but until then, I put money aside. I know you've got money that you've put aside, Donna,
Yes.
just for marketing, because
Yeah.
that'd be a shame to do all this training and then not be able to put things in place, or to have things so tight
Right.
that if my first $50 I don't make money, I'm done.
Right. Well, and that's why I have a specific business card to do, so that I've got, I feel like I have 60 days to pay it, because I pay my credit card off every month. I just closed on my house, my refi yesterday. So I'm excited about that.
Oh, that's good.
That wiped out 2 bills that I was paying and increased my income by $300. So I'm excited about that.
Okay.
And so instead of a 30-year mortgage, FHA, now I have a 20-year conventional loan. So I'm just excited all around about that.
That is good. That is good, Donna. That is good. Okay. You were going to let us know at what point that you were going to be open. If you don't know yet, that's okay, because we still got so much on our plate that is good. But at some point to have you do, I'm just reminding you that at some point you're going to let us know when you're going to do that teaching.
Oh, okay.
On finances and building up your business credit and all that.
Yes, absolutely. Just before we got on here, I was listening to a teaching on which are the best credit cards for what. So yeah.
So yeah, so by the time you're ready, we might have to have you do a couple sessions on that. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, so your goals this week, guys, or this is Thursday, we're at the end of this week, but your goals over the next few days.
I went on ahead and I was late in posting that link, but I just posted that Google Ads training that I went through. So that's posted in our Facebook group.
Good.
Okay.
So I'm gonna try to find some time to go through that again and another one. But this week I've been just distracted with all kinds of stuff. So, but press through.
Life, girl, life.
Right.
Yeah. I think I had a day that I just decompressed from everything. I had a day when was it Monday? I didn't answer the phone. I didn't do anything business. I had one of those days where I just said, I'm taking a day off from everything.
Okay.
And sometimes you just need that, when you have stuff that's happening, we all have life, and that means that we've got challenges that hit us, and amen to being strong women who know how to press through, but sometimes you press through and you say, oh, I'm pressed and I'm tired and I'm taking a break.
Right. And the key thing is, it's just a break. It's it's not permanent.
No.
So
No.
I think that's a healthy place to be when you recognize that you need that. So I'm going to continue to go through the success challenge. I am going to also continue with my I'm doing 15 minutes a day learning Spanish.
Okay.
So I'm really loving that. And I have to finish something with my my nursing license. I was having a challenge for the last 3 weeks because of my my internet with AT&T was not working correctly. And I kept doing everything that I know to do to kind of self-evaluate, troubleshoot. And so finally I got somebody on the phone yesterday, and they did discover that it was nothing I could have done inside the house. They had to send out a tech. And because it was a problem on the outside, I don't have to pay the $100 for them to come out. Praise God. But, and they still couldn't fix it yesterday. He only has it halfway done. Somebody else got to come out again today. So little things like that get in the way.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. Delay, not defeat, right?
Right.
Delay, not defeat. So that's good. All right. So
Rowena wanted me to tell you hi, Donna.
Yeah,
and she is so busy with Clubhouse. I mean, she's involved with some amazing people.
Yeah, it looks like that has blown up for her.
Yes. Yes.
You're doing Clubhouse too, aren't you?
Not to the degree that she is. I am part of her administrative staff there, but she's got these other individuals who have turned their jobs down with Facebook that are working with her to help Preacher get things up and going in that area.
Yeah, that's what I hear. So she's in a good place with some serious influencers.
She is.
And you never know when God, you know what I'm saying? You never know when God's going to turn that thing around, and all of a sudden she's going to find that she's got to and she's doing it for the sake of ministry, you know. I know that.
Yes.
But you never know when God's going to flip that, and then all of a sudden those influencers will be looking at what she's doing.
Yeah.
And I think she's going to hit one of those, and all of a sudden she's like, wow.
Right.
You know, look at her account, and it'll be one of those wow, because of how God has positioned her. So that's been good to see. Okay. Well, guys, this was the only so I know, and so I'm just going to continue to go through, you know, YouTube. So at some point, you know, not YouTube, Google. So at some point we'll connect. She had to go. So just you and I at this point. But I am really looking forward to what we're learning and what we're gaining. And I'm looking forward to being able to show numbers, because that's been my prayer. Lord, I'm thanking you for what I'm learning. I'm thanking you that my email list is growing. You know, these are people that my prayers that you'll help me. That's where the list building is important. So I'm learning how to make the people that are there raving fans. You know, so eventually you didn't just register, but you fall in love with what we're doing. And so what I want to do with those 90 people, you know, that are new people, is to make them raving fans. So in a couple of weeks, then I'm going to begin emailing them on my own and giving and letting you folks know what I'm doing to build, you know, the list. So I'm wanting us to finish with ITA, but I just don't think that this is timing. I think people are still kind of overwhelmed with what we're learning.
Oh yeah.
I shouldn't say
it's
overwhelmed.
A lot. And in the second video, he talked about the overwhelmingness of learning stuff. But you know, it's a process. You know, growing pains.
Yep. And I've had to check my I don't want to say check myself. If I'm feeling overwhelmed, then what do I need to do? Because this should be fun, and it is fun. It is fun. I do find this fun, you know. But how do I do this so that I don't allow myself to feel overwhelmed with this and all the other things that I have going on in my life too? So God to help us find that balance.
Oh yeah.
You know, we'll find the balance. And the first time we see money showing up in our accounts again,
girl, chicky boom,
you know what I'm saying? That will be well motivated.
Yes.
And those days are truly coming.
Yeah. I was looking at the numbers that I needed to do what I want to do, because eventually I'll be 6 months here and 6 months abroad. And so there's a certain amount that has to be consistently coming in, so that I can do that and still be a blessing to others. So
what I like about something that Vic says, that he says success is numbers. And I'm learning that even more so by what I'm learning with Facebook, but learning it all. In general, what he's saying is that once you understand numbers, then your success becomes predictable.
Yeah. Yes.
And that I've never heard that, from anybody else, that as you get to know your numbers and you skill up, so I'm definitely, we're in that place where we're getting to that 10,000 hour mastering,
Yes.
place.
Yes.
But once you skill up, then there's a place where you can make a decision. Okay, I want to buy a new car cash. To do that, this is what I need to do. And you can know what to do, and by the numbers, be able to earn what you need at will.
Right.
I don't know that a lot of people market know that that's even possible.
Probably not.
And I know it's possible. I'm looking forward to when we're walking in the reality of that.
Yes.
And to be able to say to others, it's by the numbers. It's not based on, it's not hard. Once you know you have the right blueprint and you've got the right skill level, then it's not hard. And so, we push now, but there's going to be a time when there's going to be ease to what we do.
Right.
And I'm really looking forward to that day.
I am too.
Well, I appreciate you, Donna, and I will send this out to the rest of our group, and look forward to hearing. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys start.
And that's what I'm looking forward to. I feel like I'm in this inundative mode of constantly getting information, and in my mind, I'm like, okay, God, when can I do what I'm learning? I want to get to the doing.
Yes.
So,
because what you're going to find is that you learn more by doing. Now, you don't want to blow money, so I want to know enough to be able to do what I do with wisdom.
Right.
That's that. I've done that. Ain't doing that no more. But I do find that, I said, Lord, I thought I understood Facebook ads until I started doing it. And then I realized, oh, no, okay. So there are things you don't learn until you do it.
Right.
So,
and the challenging part for me is I like to see the big picture and know what's going on in there to get to that big picture. And so some things you have to do before you can get the big picture. And so that part sometimes frustrates me, because I'm a learner. Sometimes I think it's almost a gluttony spirit of learning.
So you can be paralyzed by needing to know.
That's it.
And as a green, I understand that part, that you can become paralyzed because I don't know enough to move. I don't know enough to move. And so you'll find that balance. And I had to say, man, I should have known this. But then God was able to say, no, how could you know this if you've never done it before?
Exactly.
So
I'm beginning I'm beginning to think more. Okay, DJ, courage comes before confidence. So just do it.
Because you don't want to hit that terror bear. Because that would be happening, is that you get it and then it's not flowing the way you want it to. And, I was thinking, I'm going to put my first campaign out here. I've been in this long enough. I should see 10 sales behind there, and then no sales yet. And if you're not careful, you'll hit a terror bear. And, but I said, not possible. Because, no, there's
coming.
It's coming, and I know it.
It's coming,
and I'm confident. That's where the affirmations and getting your mind right helps.
Yes.
And I got 90 people that I can bless and help, and the more I help them, the money's going to come. As I provide value. So those things that we listen to helps us, so that
it does.
Push
I'm
past
telling
the
you.
terror bearers.
That's right. That's right. And when we get to that point, and it's coming, I
Mhm.
see it, Donna. I
Mhm.
feel it in my
Mhm.
bones.
Mhm.
That money is just going to flow to us as easily as blood flows through our veins. It's going to be effortless.
Yes, yes, yes. And to use what Napoleon Hill, that'll come so fast that we'll wonder, where had this been hiding?
Yes.
You know, how come this is just now happening? But I
Right.
think it's the
Right.
convergence of mindset, spirit, knowledge, that everything converges, and we know. And the
Yeah.
minute it starts flowing, then the excitement's gonna come, and we're gonna, we're gonna have more money to do more marketing, and you know what I'm saying? And it's numbers. So Vic, if he can spend $5,000 on a campaign, initially, then he's got more people to pull from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And as we are able to do marketing and do $5,000, $10,000, $50,000 in marketing campaign, because we know the numbers, we can put that money in there knowing what the return is going to be.
Yeah.
For me, that is just the, when I'm going back through the 7 steps again, it's just good being reminded of that once you know the numbers, it's not guesswork anymore.
Right.
The guesswork is so I don't know how you explain to people the possibility of that. But
our testimony is definitely going to be one of them.
There you go. There you go.
No?
There you go.
I'm greater in my latter days than I was in my former days.
Exactly. Exactly. And how this is going to impact my every aspect. I was telling Valerie that I said, this is going to impact my counseling ministry. This is how it's going to grow. This is how I'll be able to recruit more therapists all over the country to train. It's how I'll be able to recruit clients from all over the country. I said, this is going to put my ministry on a whole different level. So even though, sometimes I wonder, because I'm putting energy here, that some people say, why are you not putting it there in terms of your business building? It sounds like you're putting more of your extra time in this 4%, 7K. It's because I see the potential here.
Right.
This is what's going to make everything else I do fly.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm praying for our collaborative partners every day.
Yes.
I just and thanking God for wisdom on how to navigate these territories. So.
Yes. Amen. All right then. Well, I will see you guys on Monday.
On Monday?
Yeah,
Okay.
again, we're not meeting on Saturday. We'll wait until we hear the 7K funnel.
Okay.
And we need to have money available to do both.
Exactly.
Because when 7K flies, I want to promote both.
I know. I do.
That's money quicker.
Yes.
So and I want to bless the people in my downline. So girl, yep. So what we're learning is going to prepare us.
Yes, it is. It is.
Floodgates. All right, my sister. Well, I will see you on Monday. You have an amazing weekend.
You do the same, Donna. I love you so much.
Same here.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.